Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arjun and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, the Crimson Court, where we'll be taking out the Strays into a bit of a quick ruins crawl to unlock the next boss. Looking at the party makeup, right now we have Harriet, the Master Leper, 4 pretty close to popping there with the abilities you'd expect. DH Dragon, the Master Grave Robber, kitted out position 2, Gufart, a Plague Doctor, and then a Vestal with all the trinkets we need to make sure that she can actually dodge some strikes, even though her speed is greatly reduced with the Sacred Scroll equipped. Not expecting much in the way of stuns. She's just going to be all heals all the time. Unfortunately, oh my god, is that a burp? I think it is. Apologies, apologies, apologies. Our infestation level right now is very, very low, so I'm not expecting to get any invitations on this round at all. But for a reward, as a reward for the medium map, we'll be getting roughly 7k of gold, 6 deeds, and a Sun Cloak. The deeds will be useful because we are going for a district upgrade which costs either 200 or 110 deeds, so we have a long way to go yet. Let's provision up, and for the moment we have no need of any blood because no one has the curse. That is well and truly gone and gone. What we will do though is bring along 2 keys, 2 shovels, or 3 shovels. Yeah, 3 shovels I think. A couple of medicinal herbs and a couple of holy waters as well come in quite useful in the ruins. Torch and 4 food and 4 as well, and just juggle those around in position. You know, I could bring an extra anti-venom because gold right now for me is not even a consideration. Gold isn't a thing. It isn't a thing. It's all about the unlocking abilities and items and getting, you know. Anyway, not making any sense here. While things are loading up, I'll do what I always do, which is thank you guys very much for tuning in. Had some really, really kind words from quite a few subscribers. If you guys do still want to have a character named after you, just let me know what name you'd like, as well as which class or classes you would like to have them in, because spots are running out, and I'll happily include you in our adventures. And if you're new to the channel, there's a link to the playlist in the little descriptions below. Check that out. We've had a couple of pretty exciting adventures over the last, I think, 76 episodes, so it would be interesting to check them out for you, I am sure. Meantime, let's get into the dungeon and see what we have to see.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
That's a good thing we bought some extra shovels. So for pathing, I think I'm going to go this way, that way, and then round the way, rather than doing, oh, I could just go down this way, then double back, and no, I think this way is going to be better. Okay, so let's head east. Let's head east. Let's keep our eye on the torch. And first battle we have is 2 conscripts, 2 marksmen, and we have the element of surprise on our side, which is just fine by me. Given that we have surprise in play, I will drop a blight down on the back rows. And that's going to do more damage than the alternative. Could look at flashing dagger or a pick to the face, and given the fact that I want to make sure these marksmen are dead as soon as possible, let's pick it up. There we go. So this guy is dead in his first action, which is fine by me. Hugh has a chance to do a double kill, and I'm going to take that chance. Oh, look at that damage. That was so sweet. Okay, and let's fall on with a judgment on the back position there. 6 damage taken. Not going to change the world by any measure, but it will reduce my stress by a little bit, and this Vestal is rocking actually more stress than I'd like, to be honest. Coral goes down to the Plague Doctor, and it does strike for 8 damage, but there are no other ill effects. I will drop yet another blight on this chap, which should get him to the precipice of death. Yes. 2 damage, yes. He is a goner. All I need to do is, well, nothing, really. Oh, that was pretty painless, to be honest. Alright, let's keep our map open and keep our eyes to the ground. We have a chance to find glittering treasure, and I would be a fool not to. There we go, stashed, and oh, look at that gold.
For a task well performed.
Not that I need gold. I mean, gold is really just an irrelevance, but it's nice when you have the option of throwing it away. Okay, surprise yet again. 2 conscripts, a marksman, and a noble. Definitely need to focus down on that noble, but because we have surprise on our side, I will get things opened with an early blight, and it takes on everyone, which is just fine by me. I'll focus on getting some judgment damage done. Again on that noble, just to make sure that he dies as promptly as possible, and he is dead in his first action, which is just fine. Next up we have pick to the face. Oh, beautiful critical hit there. Absolutely beautiful critical hit. Unfortunately, the stress reduction isn't spreading across to the leper, and let's try for yet another double kill here. Alright, almost works. Not quite. We'll have 1 action in the enemy's turn, which is fine by me. Bump of the Night goes down. dodged absolutely gloriously, and let's consider our options carefully. I'm not actually going to even kill him. I'm just going to faff away a turn just to buff up my Plague Doctor. Quick sip of water, and let's finish things off now with Pick the Face. Done. Done, done, and done. Alright, want busts more than I want citrines, that is for certain. Do a quick juggle as well of all of the various heirlooms. So they are ranked in order of importance. Let's press on now. Medicinal herbs we have, and so we shall use them to see what glittering prizes await.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, I don't have to have those anti-venoms, and I don't mind picking up just a bit more cash if we can. Radiant light, let's clear that rubble and torch up. Done. And we have a battle in store for ourselves right here. Okay, Bone Bulwark, Veteran, Marksman, and a Noble. Again, we're going to start, given that we have Surprise, with a Blight on the back two positions, just to make sure we can take out these two chappies as quickly as is practically possible. Thrown Dagger is a pretty good call. Again, we don't have a Jester or any reasonable stress reduction in this party, so we'll probably focus on taking out stresses as a priority. Let's take out that Veteran. Not quite good enough to take him out in the one strike, but we will find a way to endure it somehow, I am sure. In fact, let's try and buff our torch up a bit, and no, it won't guarantee a kill. This will. Done. Alright, so that's one action they're denied, which is fine by me. Nicely, nicely done. Bit of stress reduction as well on the leper, sorry, on the Vestal. Quarrel goes down, 7 damage taken, and that is just fine. Axe Blade on the Grave Robber, but she won't have a bar of it. She's just too pretty to take a strike from anyone. Let's keep going with another Blight on the Marksman. It's 1 damage plus 10 damage over time coming through. He'll get one more shot in, but then he's dead. Quarrel goes down yet again, 5 damage taken, and it's going to be a focused heal on the leper, I'm thinking. Meantime, Pick the Face is the best call for us. Crit for 13, which is very nice, and this chop might well kill him off. So let's not kill him quite yet. There we go. Let's not kill him quite yet. Foul Warding goes down, that's fine, because you are going to be dead in your first action. Your prot boost, though, is going to be a problem, but I just want to have the freedom to drop a heal on the Vestal. That's just fine, and let's keep those heals coming. Up by 3, nicely done, and yep, that Marksman is now dead. Just the Bulwark to worry about, and Picks the Face will wear him down, as will Chops. Judgment, 2 damage taken, 1 HP left, and hopefully I get the first word in. I do. Done. Done, done, and done.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, these are all acceptable throwaways. Lock Sarcophagus goes down, and we have more gold and more crests. That's all the gold I can take for the moment, but the gold is worth more than the emeralds, so we'll do the old switcheroo. Scouting comes through for me as well, and we have a battle, 2 curios, and an empty room. Don't mind if I do. Let's just do it for the experience rather than necessarily for any meaningful value. We have Surprise on our side yet again, which is just absolutely fabulous. Noxious Blast isn't the call I want to make. It will probably be just to get another Blight. Resistances aren't too high there, so 1 damage taken, and the Blight does go into effect. Pick to the Face will help us out quite a bit. That's 7 HP left, so not quite enough for a kill. We'll have to find alternative routes. That's an unfortunate dodge, but these things do happen from time to time. Unfortunately, that Enchantress will get a strike in on me, but that's just fine. Again, Cultist Gladiator down to 2 HP. That Enchantress will pull some Michigos. There we go, 2 damage, and we're in dim light, and we've accrued some regrettable stress. Red for the Old Gods goes down on the leper, but it's pretty minor. That bleed I can weather quite easily. And a dodge for the Grave Robber, who's got ridiculous dodge. Ridiculous dodge. These guys are coming in pretty fast, 2 damage and even more bleed, so I am starting to get slightly concerned about that. Let's get back into Radiant though, and again, this Enchantress is already dead. I can deny them a turn though, and I'd be foolish not to. That's just fine by me. We do have a mark on little Mr. Plague Doctor, but what I'll do instead is put Noxious Blast right here on this Gladiator, get a Blight going on him. It's the best we can reasonably manage. I could have actually healed up the leper, and that wouldn't have been a bad call. But in the meantime, We do have the initiative. We have control of the map. Let's just use the turns we have and get the goods we can. There we go. That's just fine. That's going to be cure self. Not necessary, but we will faff away the turn in case the Plague Doctor can come in first. Yes, she can. There we go. Bleed cured. And a little bit of health to boot there as well. Just buff ourselves up a little bit, waiting for that Gladiator to die in his own good time. Nicely done. Alrighty. Not too worried about that increased stress, not too worried about the gold situation either. Let's just do a bit of a shuffle-aroo with this. Done. Done, 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 done. It's all about the inventory, baby. Sacks contents of mine, and it's a shovel. I can use shovels.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
More shovels. And emeralds as well. Let's, I've been hoping for some altars or something. But, it's not to be. That said, though, I have so many shovels that I'm not concerned about obstacles. This one hasn't been too difficult, fortunately. But again, it's only a veteran level map, and I have all the upgrades and all the armor and all the weapons and all the abilities and great trinkets, so it should be quite easy for me. Overgrown Weber, no surprise, unfortunately, so I have to strike quite quickly, go for the insta-kill if we can. Alright, one of them is taken down rapidly and responsively. Noxious Blast goes down, and it's not going to be enough for the kill. Hopefully, we do get an action in first. We do not. He's going to get a strike in. Weber goes down with the Vestal. But she dodges quite handily. Thank you, Camouflage Cloak. And let's do some cynical faffing. Just boost our torch, and that should be kill. Done. I'll take the Sapphire rather than the Emerald, but I'll probably throw out one or the other, or even both, very shortly. Crate's empty. That's just fine. And we have an obstacle to clear. Torch up and carry on. Gonna pick a timed camp some stage soon. We do have a little bit of stress on some guys, but it's not super critical. Unfortunately, we have no scouting down this passageway, so we'll keep our eyes open. Gonna leave that bookshelf alone. It's a trap. It's a trap! And we take some pretty nasty damage from it. It might well be time for us to camp soon. But let's just check behind this doorway first and foremost. And it's a battle with a Bloodletter, a Cutthroat, and a Fusilier. We have the element of surprise in our favor, which works out just fine by me. Again, these guys have some pretty good hit points. Could try and stun them, but instead I will blight them again just to get that damage rolling quickly. Unfortunately, it only takes on one of our unpleasant friends there. Not going to worry about the bleed so much. Taking out that Fusilier early would be worthwhile. He has 5 HP, so he'll be dead in his first action, which is just fine by me. Chop on the Bloodletter, 22 damage, 29 HP left to go. I think it's going to be a Judgment dropping down on the Bloodletter. 7 damage taken, 6 health regained, and that is all fine by me. Rain of Whips goes down, and we might get some bleeds. No, it's a quadruple dodge, which is the absolute best kind of dodge possible. 6 and 2 damage taken from Slice, and no bleeds, just a reduction in our bleed resist, which is okay by me. Let's consider options carefully now. I wouldn't mind stunning this chap. There we go. Done. He's out of action for a turn, and let's keep things rolling. Pick the face here. 9 HP left, and hopefully, nope. Rain Whips will come down first. 2, 2, 1, and 0, and a bleed does drop down on 2 peeps, which is going to be quite regrettable. But with a chop, the problem will be solved. Next up, Party Heal, I think, just to keep us all topped off nicely, especially with those bleeds doing some incremental damage. And let's get a Battlefield Medicine dropping down on the Grave Robber, who is the squishiest of the lot. Pick to the face goes down, 8 damage and 8 HP left. And unfortunately, I cannot get any reach on this chappie with the Leper, so we'll just clear that corpse there and get this. Yeah, this Cutthroat in the front ranks. Shank goes down, 11 damage taken, which is pretty substantial, and a bleed to boot. Let's drop a Divine Grace on the Plague Doctor, and we'll do a dual cure just to address any incremental issues. Done, 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 and done. Uppercut Slice goes down again. Is dodged this time, though, very fortunately, thanks to the Ancestor's Garment, and it's a kill for the
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow
for the Grave Robber.
killer.
Now, medicinal herbs are probably the least useful of the items we still have, so let's drop those down now. I've got 1 key left as well, which should be usable. Heirloom chest opens things up, and what do we have? It's just gold.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Yeah, and that bleedstone is not particularly awesome. We can live without that. We do have some pretty gnarly stress rolling on a couple of our peeps, and so we'll probably deal with that. Not in this room, but in this room, which we know is an empty, but we know is also unscouted, which presents opportunities for unhappiness to arrive. I'm not going to torch up in the meantime because I'm kind of okay. Actually, I'm not running low. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, so Bloodsuckers. Alright, we have surprise. Let's make full use of it. Blight chances are pretty mixed on these guys. Stun chances are sort of available. Let's start with a stun to prevent ourselves from taking stress from that sycophant. At least one of them. Pick to the face on the other sycophant, I think, just to get some damage done. That's 11, 6 HP left, and that's all very workable. Now, I think a Hugh... Well, oh no! Did the wrong thing! Oh! I was going to check his abilities, I misclicked. Damn it. Alright, Hugh should kill off a sycophant and do some spread damage. Nice! Alright, so we have no stress to worry about in this round. We have to make sure that we focus on taking out that sycophant in the next turn. That's regrettable. Dodge from the Vestal, and we're okay. Gather Blood goes down again. Yet another dodge, and we are looking so fancy. Chance to Blight is non-existent. Chance to Stun is very, very remote, but we will take it regardless, hoping it's going to work. Nope, not to be, not to be, not to be. The Thirst goes down on the Plague Doctor, 4 damage taken. And no curse. Okay, that's fine. Pick to the face. Yes, 13 damage and 4 HP left, and the Leper should seal the deal on 2 of them now. Supplicant is in first position as well. Let's drop a Divine Grace right here on the Plague Doctor. That's just fine. Gather Blood on the Leper, 4 damage taken, and the curse has dropped. It's our first curse since the Countess has taken her place in the courtyard. Let's keep things going though. Pick to the face, 11 damage taken, and he should be dead in his next action. Regrettable that we took a curse, but that's the way of the game in the new DLC, that's for sure. Chop goes down, 18 damage taken. We have like 130 blood, like it's not a worry for us. It's not a worry for us. Portraits are probably worth more to me than the gold, but I'm going to drop the Sapphire instead. Okay, let's grab that free torch. Again, this is an unscouted stretch, which is, again, fine. Let's keep on carrying on. I'm not going to use a torch at this particular moment because we'll be camping momentarily.
Are often low on supplies.
And where's the antiquarian when you need one? Alright, so we have some battles coming up. I'm going to use firewood now just to reduce some stress. Have a feast.
The battle may yet be won.
Need to avoid being ambushed, which is the first call. Yep, done. De-stress. 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 And got 2 points left. What can I use them on? Yeah, de-stress. Done. Right, much better stress-wise. And unfortunately, we have a blood-crazed locomotive to deal with. He's driven by his craziness. He's a locomotive. Just loco. Alright, no medicinal herbs left, so I'm not going to take a chance on that Iron Maiden battle. 2 conscripts, a marksman, and a noble, and again, we have surprise on our side, which is fine by me. Let's open things up with a Blight. 2 damage on each, which is a pretty good start. Thrown dagger on the back. Great, so that noble will be dead in his next action, which is fine by me. Drop a Hue and take a chance on double kill. It's only 1, and the other one is critically wounded, which is, again, absolutely fine by me. I'm going to deny him an action. There we go, so it's just the marksman for us to worry about in the next turn, and we can clear out the things in the front rows. Quarrel goes down, 5 damage taken, not too shabby, no ill effects as well, which is just fine. Still 15 HP left on that marksman, only 10 now. Quarrel this time on the Vestal, 5 damage taken, nothing to be too concerned about at all. We'll drop yet another Blight on this chappy, which will guarantee his death in the next turn. Don't need to do nothing at all. Nothing at all is required. Let's just drop a buff, faff away, and open ourselves up for a party heal at the end of this round with a Vestal. Party heal. Oh, look at that crit. Sweet stuff. Alright, we're topped off nicely. That marksman will be dead, but we'll help him along the way.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Now, what do we have? Well, I mean, our inventory is pretty stocked at this stage. Let's just take a chance in this chest. Contents of mine, and it's...
Finding the stuff is only the
yeah,
first
that's...
step. Now it must be carried home.
That's fine. We'll keep pressing on, because we still have a bit of room, hypothetically. Just keep on keeping on. We'll make sure we keep our eyes on that trap. 100% chance disarm. Yeah, let's do that on the Grave Robber. Done, done, done. Your stress is reduced.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Probably do this battle, check out these curios, and then see how we go. We still have plenty of food. So there's nothing wrong with us just going a little bit further. Yeah, just 2 conscripts, really easily done. Oh, they're not going to live around. They're not going to live around, guys. This is just embarrassing. Yep. Noxious Blast. This is just, yeah, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for you. Just gonna drop Dazzling Light. Even if it doesn't stun, it will give us some free light, and time for us to finish things through. Done. They just literally like looked up, huh? And died. That's all they had in them.
But a victory nonetheless.
Let's drop those torches, sorry, those shovels in favor of the gold, just to recoup some costs. But again, the interest we're earning from the bank is doing its job to help us recoup all of our costs.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Should I try and kill a shambler? This could end very badly. This could end very badly. Should I try and... Last time I did this, like, I lost someone. And, I mean, I don't need Ancestors trinkets that much. I'm not going for the collection of all of them unless they're rewards. No, I'm gonna skip it. I'm not gonna chance it. I do not want to lose DH Dragon. It's gonna take me too damn long to level up. Look, they have 0 stress. Let's call time now. Sorry, I'm more and more tempted to go to that Shambler altar. So as soon as I leave the dungeon, it stops being a problem for me. Okay, gold haul isn't too shabby. That's looking to me like going to be about 18.5k in gold, which is not bad for a veteran mission at all. Sum total of everything else is 30 crests, 6 deeds, 2 portraits, and 12 busts. Very, very handy. DH Dragon has popped to 5 just, which is fine by me. Harriet has the curse now, as well as Eagle Eye, but it's a range skill, which is completely useless for him, so yeah, I would have rather Beast Slayer. Giffart has Healing Gift, which is just fine, and Tinel has picked up Ennui as a disease. DH Dragon is clean, clear, and in control, and we have a few things to take care of back at the hamlet. But in the interim...
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Wow, it's a pretty epic monologue. Couldn't look away. So, Benel no longer has the Red Plague, Lygophobia, Night Blindness, and Thanatophobia are gone from the adventurers you see indicated before you. I'm just cleaning up their quirks ever so slightly because it's nice to do. I like having quirkless heroes, even if the quirks are fairly neutral, because again, the amount of gold I have right now is just redonkulous, and, you know, lets me do some interesting things. Now, DH Dragon has leveled up, and we have an embarrassment of riches, so we will level her up to her fullest. Done and done. Nicely done. Moving through the list. Harriet is also looking Fively, so we will give her the same treatment. Actually, give him the same treatment. I just think of Harriet as being a girl's name. I don't know why. Pressing on through, there was one other level up that we got. Where was it? Tinel. There we go. Tinel, let's boost you up. Done, 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 done. Our gold is very rapidly going away, but again, we have so much of it, it doesn't matter in the least. Dropping into Sanitarium, we'll take care of that disease. Doing a quick run through, it's going to be, well, actually, what is the next step going to be? What is the next step going to be for us? Well, we have a Necromancer Lord to take care of. And that Necromancer Lord will give us the Necromancer's Collar, which gives us plus 20% damage versus Unholy, plus 5% crit versus Unholy, which I can tell you right now is very useful in the Darkest Dungeon maps. Infestation level is still low, Tuffering as well. I think it's Necromancer Lord we're going to be taking on next time, which means we're going to need to have a lot of characters that can do back row damage as well as riposts and strikes from the distant back. I'm not sure if I want to be taking down the boss just this second, or whether there's going to be a different map that's going to be more rewarding for me, like this Ancestor Signet Ring, which adds up to my collection. Bumper Crop is useful as an event. Do not mind. I do not mind Feather Crystals. I do not mind them at all. I don't actually have one right now, and I do need to level up an Antiquarian as well as a Grave Robber. So it might well be that I do a short crawl next time around. Berserker Charm, yeah, very much more about the Feather Crystal. In any case, Lost and Found, that's just weapons upgrades, don't need that. Rat Carcass, meh, don't care. Blasphemous Vial, I already have 2 of them, don't need them. It is going to be a scout mission next time around, but in the meantime, I can do a little bit of back of house faffing if there's much left to do. I will, however, take this opportunity to sign off now. My name, as always, is Doom. Thank you very much for stopping by. I have a lot of fun making these. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that like button for me. Drop me a comment below. Tell me how you feel that we are going in terms of this playthrough. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Check out the playlist. Do all the things. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks again, guys, for stopping by. I'm loving this playthrough. Even though it feels as if I'm putting off going into the Darkest Dungeon, I want to have all the bosses killed. And meantime, I will catch you all next time with hopefully some more insightful and relevant, sane commentary to make.